We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. His counterpart on the Buck sideline is Todd Bowles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. From the 38 now, here's second down and 6. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
2 yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
A give. This is Irving. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Niners first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. From the 25, here's second and a yard. Run now for Monunga. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, 49.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0's on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. 0-0 is the score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football. They finally get a chance to go on offense with a 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Murray. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. Saquon Barkley. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That's back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, 49ers nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Malik Washington. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The 49ers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That one caught by Smith. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Niners first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Third, they need 8. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So it's fourth down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Buccaneers offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already, as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 6. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Green.
From the gun, it's Murray. Short throw taken by Pitts. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hey, Ace.
Murray on third down. flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and that will lead to a second down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now Murray on third and long. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's taken in. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
A gain of 10 yards.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Definitely a hiccup in the operation there. This one's going to come up short. It is no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps. And you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
One knocked away, and it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That is brought in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play action. It's Murray. Forced to his right. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Tampa. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A tight end in motion now. Herbert now on 1st down. Open man, Devontae Smith.
Number 6.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 29-yard line.
Now Herbert. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run up the middle with Barkley. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 46.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. The Niners have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage and attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. This one is caught by Shepard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down.
Baylor Tiger. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, 49ers. They'll send their tight end left. Here's Irving. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Right back to Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. We'll start this drive with first down. Play action now. It's Murray. Now he'll run it. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. The spot it where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about 9. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it gives to Barkley, running right, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
They go play action with Murray. This is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first down, Herbert. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down, 8 for the first down. He'll run. He'll manage only about 3. So it will bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Here's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here comes Barkley into the secondary, past the 40. Saquon Barkley. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Over the middle, brought in by his tight end, Fannin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go.
To throw, it's Herbert. To the left side, and it is caught by Fannin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down.
a gain of 21 yards. And the 49er.
Now Herbert. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now Herbert again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Here we go. One final play. And this is a touchdown. They do it on the final play. And now decision time. Down 1. Will they go for 2 and the win? And this kick is good. So they say no to going for 2 in the win, make the extra point, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. From his end zone, it's Malik Washington. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out, first down and 10. On the give, it is Monunga. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll run it. It's Irving. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. He'll get this out to his running back.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's a third and 10.
Set. Go.
To throw is Herbert. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Herbert to the air again. Rice open. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here comes second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 36.
Moving the tight end right. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. We'll talk things over before third down. On the handoff, it's Irving. He'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Tight end motioning left. Herbert now on first down. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second down, they need 7.
Here's a second and 7 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal coming up. He is out of bounds right around the 5.
7-yard gain. That's a 5-yard
Shotgun now for Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. A give. This is Irvin. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Bucky Irvin. Touchdown, San Francisco. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Murray now to throw on first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
2, 3, 4. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel.